Could you just start us off with how the team is feeling this weekend after last weekend's match and then heading into this weekend as well?
Yeah, we had a good week of training. We did a lot of reflection on what we should have done better in the first half. Looking more to the good things that we did in the second half, and making sure that we're solid as we have been in the previous 3 matches at the beginning of the season. So the week was good. The guys have been training very well, and day by day we grew in confidence and we felt better about ourselves. And now we have a big game at home against Orlando, a good team. And we prepare well, one more day in order to finalize all the details, and then ready to be able to step on Sunday to play this match at home.
All right, we'll start questions off from Sam Spiller of Stumptown Footy.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for taking the time today. What can you share about player availability for this week? Eric Williamson has been working his way back from injury. Christian Paredes was out last week. What can you share just about players who may be available and other players that might be stepping in on Sunday?
Yeah, so we have to make our selections for this weekend, and the players that we don't have available are Tuiloma, because he traveled to play with New Zealand internationally. Tega is still going through his therapy and getting every day better and better. And besides the 2 of them, pretty much the other guys are all now getting to a point of being available, and we have to make our selections. So it's finally, that point in which we can make decisions in who's going to be on the bench, who's not. And we're excited about now having more competition in the team for this coming weekend. So Eric is a possibility. We have Suparic Maviala now in a better stage physically. Pablo Bonilla played last week, and now he's available to be able to be a contender in the selection that we're going to make. And Loria seems to also feel much better. So potentially he's another player that we'll be thinking about the 20 for this weekend. So we're in a good place. Eric had a good match with T2. Of course, it's still a process for him, to continue to get better. But we could see the possibility of Eric being part of this game. And when I say that, is being on the bench.
All right, next we'll go to Ryan Clark from the Oregonian.
Hi, Gio. You mentioned that earlier this week that Orlando is going to be missing some guys as well. Looking at them, scouting them, what has stood out to you as some of the key things that you guys are going to need to focus on?
Oh, you can see a team that has the ideas clear in what they want to do, in the way they attack on the right side, different than the way they attack on the left side. How they create the chances are very similar, one to the other. And now they have to make some selections, some changes because of the 3 players that they have in international duty. So we expect some changes in different areas, and we have to look at all the possible options that they might be able to use in the different areas, regardless to the fact that they might have three players missing. They're still a very competitive team. As I said, with the ideas very clear. They show that away from home, they will open themselves and play the way they did in LA. So we expect a difficult game against a team that we haven't faced in a while, since 2020.
And one additional one for you, Gio. In terms of the way Seba is looking and where you envision him fitting in, do you envision potentially starting him in the coming games, or is bringing him off the bench something that you're looking at continuing going forward?
Yeah, I explained in my last press conference that what we needed to see from Seba were two things. One is to get fitter, which we see him every game improving in fitness. And also we need to see him more fluid, that his movements on the field get a lot more comfortable and easier with the body and the way he turns. And from the first match, we have seen a tremendous improvement until the game, last game against Dallas, when he came in the second half. So he's looking like, he's definitely getting to a much better spot. And every time that he gets better and better, he will be more available. So that's the good thing, that we see him improving week through week. So of course, he's always going to be an option for us, and he's always ready to be able to play.
Ari, go ahead.
Hey, Gio, thanks for the time. On the topic of Eric Williamson being close to coming back, how much of a boost do you think that can give you guys, getting him back in the fold? He's obviously a pretty unique player. Was in great form when he got injured. What do you think the boost could be of him coming back?
Yeah, we know that Eric is a very important component of this team. I think that we have seen his growth within the club. He was playing a lot of minutes in 2020, 2021 until he got injured, and now he has recovered a lot faster than we expected, and now he's looking more comfortable in training. We always have to be careful when somebody gets that type of injury in how they're going to come back, how will be the process of them being able to step on the field. But the fact that he's been training full, the fact that he played with T2 a few minutes, makes him feel more secure in stepping in the field and be able to provide what we know that he can, which is the quality on the field, those type of player that can dribble through lines, that can score goals, that can find positions higher up on the field, and with his commitment now in his change of mentality. Now also is an important component when we have to defend, to win balls, to counter press. So very glad that he's on a better spot to starting to be more closer to playing and be able to participate more.